This week we check out Marauderpalooza at MSS, including grade 8 transition activities, and talk to some OSED students trying to get out an important message this holiday season. All this plus the Rush Zone, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the rush. Marauderpalooza at MSS, and grade 8 students from all over Midland are starting their transition into high school 8 months early.
And we're going to start with a nice shoulder massage. Nice shoulder massage. All right, let's do some karate chops in the middle of the mat. Karate chops. Everybody say,
Well, today we had a big Marauderpalooza day to try and get grade 8s wanting to come to MSS because it's such a great school. So
today is our day where grade 8 students are coming into the school to see what MSS is all about. They have the opportunity to go into many classrooms. There's a motivational speaker that they're listening to, as well as a video dance to end off the day.
Parents, shake hands with that person. Say, we finally met. All right, determine who has the lightest colored eyes.
We're here to, show the grade 8s what MSS is about, why they should come here, what we have to offer, and just generally to make them feel welcome to the school, because they think high school can be scary, but if what we do, it shows them that it's not, and there's welcoming people that can show them around, that can help them and find their way around the school.
This is the class of 2016. This is the smartest, most intelligent, liveliest, most exciting group I've ever worked with. I know we can do this. Ready? Simon says clap once. Simon says clap twice. Clap once. Got you.
well, I think the main benefit of coming through the gauntlet and Marauderpalooza in general is that the kids really get a sense of community. It's really it's an experience there's so much energy, and you feel like you're actually wanted in this school, where sometimes it can be a little scary when you're first thinking about high school that you're going to enter the school and nobody's going to want to talk to you. But I like to think at MSS, we're a small enough school that everyone kind of knows everybody's name, everyone can say hello to everyone in the hallways, so we're kind of starting that off with the gauntlet.
I think the students got to know the school a little bit better, and I think that they got to meet some new friends and meet some new people that they'll find that they will start hanging with.
I'm part of Link Crew because I actually met one of my best friends through Link Crew. We were at the grade 9 orientation day, and she was in my group, so I've had a great experience with the whole Link Crew experience, so I figured I should try and give them the same experience that I had.
Design, manufacturing, and we got photography upstairs, and some videographics upstairs. We may not get up there, but let's start down here. So we're going to head down to room 170 if you want to follow me. These are some of the projects they make. They do little model frame housing there. Mirror shelf is a grade 10 project. Table, old school hockey game, right?
That's exactly what it is.
Speaker boxes. So you'll get to learn how to use all the machines. These are all big industrial machines, make a lot of noise. Different kinds of wood. Anybody know the kind of wood that's kind of purpley in there? Anybody? I gave you part of the answer. Purple Heart, kind of neat. Looks nice with maple. So if you're interested in the construction trade, plumbing, does a little bit of electrical, this is the place for you.
And his slogan is wood is good.
Right. And design is fine.
Teachers is all mechanical side. As you can see, guys, we are well equipped here. We have hoists. We work on motorcycles, snowmobiles, ATVs, you name it, we do it. Okay, even students' vehicles we bring in. And you can see he's been doing some off-road with this one, and it needs some repairs because of that. So we can do all of that here. So Ms. Campbell does a very lucrative program here. We do all like stuff like brakes and exhaust, and you know, you just learn all about the components of the engine and that type of thing.
Well, we showed them, well, my group, we went to the art classrooms. That's like visual arts, like drawing, painting, pottery, and they got a chance to paint their hand, put it on a piece of paper, and put their name on the back. So in September, when they get here, they'll all be in the CAF. And they can say, you know, I did that, I was here, this is where I'm going to school.
You are taking grade 9 family studies or grade 10 food and nutrition next year. This is the lab that you get to come to and make your own cookies and food. So today we have gingerbread men made for you. You have icing bags, scissors if you just cut a small hole out of the end. And you can decorate your own gingerbread. We have sprinkles in the school colors, yellow and blue.
It's actually a 2-year process for transition of grade 8 students to grade 9. So we start at this point, getting the students familiar with the physical building of the school as well as the choice selections, because very soon they will be selecting courses for September. And it's important that they know what's going on and what their choices are in the high school so they can make choices based on their interests. So second stage of our process is with the parents. And on January the 11th, we are inviting parents as well as the grade 8 teachers, grade 8 students back into the school, and they'll have the same opportunity to see the classrooms and to understand what the course selections are.
Show them what we have here, make them feel welcome, like the gauntlet. When I was going into grade 9, going through that was a great experience because I knew they cared about how my first days of high school were going to be.
It helped me meet a lot of new people. It helped me feel like MSS was going to be a place that I would like to call home, and a place where I could really feel comfortable walking the halls. You know, like you get a sense of what the school looks like. You get a sense of where the main places are. Like, you know where the CAF is now. You know where the gym is. You know a couple new faces. Like now, some of the grade 8s can say that, oh, I know that grade 11 kid, or I know that grade 12 kid, and that's kind of a nice feeling.
MSS Ontario Students Against Impaired Driving, OSED, was recognized this past week at Madbury Simcoe's Red Ribbon Campaign launch.
Okay, we have a little award for Stacy as well. The OSED group here in Midland specifically has been a great supporter. Anytime we need them, they are out there for us, and I really sincerely thank you for everything you guys do.
Thank you. Yay! Oh, we have the red ribbons too?
Well, the OSED group is about students trying to prevent impaired driving and alcohol-related accidents, drug and alcohol-related accidents, I should say, directed towards all of society, but especially towards teenagers.
In OSED, we try to raise awareness about drinking and driving, so it's something we've been growing up hearing our entire lives, obviously, but I think it's important to hear it from our peers. It makes a stronger message to hear it from people that you're around, instead of just always hearing it from adults that we can't really relate to.
We are a group of students who are organized to help stop impaired driving, whether this is drinking and driving, texting and driving, and like all that stuff combined in order to make the road safer. I first involved myself in OSED when I was in grade 9. I wanted to let my family become aware of the fact of drinking and driving and the dangers of it. After my first year, I absolutely fell in love with it. I enjoyed being there, I learned so much, and the atmosphere was just wonderful, so I decided to continue.
We did cans of juice. We just kind of try and educate as best we can students on safe driving, and we all know that like we're teenagers, we experiment and stuff happens. We can't force you not to drink, but we just want to give you the proper knowledge on it.
Well, it's a fine balancing act, because if you're very negative and kind of always don't, the very first thing the kids do is they stop listening to you. They roll their eyes and go, oh, we don't want another OSED activity. But at our school, we really try to make it a balance of maintaining what's important, the seriousness of it, but making it fun at the same time. So we'll sometimes have events in the cafeteria at lunch where the kids wear impaired vision goggles, and they try to do activities like we'll have a driving video game, and so they'll be trying to drive with impaired vision goggles on. Or they'll be walking the line, sort of like the police do, and playing catch, or, you know, so we'll have all sorts of activities all around the cafeteria, and the kids get to try it, and they get to wear the impaired vision goggles, which they love. And we're very fortunate in that we have our own set of impaired vision goggles through the generosity of our local police services. They helped us raise money to buy them. But most people or schools may not be aware that public health also has impaired vision goggles that the schools can borrow to do the same sorts of education and training with their students.
We have also done a day, I think it was last year, we did a whiteout campaign, and that is when we took students from classroom every, I think it was 10 minutes, and that represented somebody who had died in an impaired driving accident, and we whited out their face, put it on a black t-shirt, and gave them a sign that said how they had died.
We've also had a lot of motivational speakers in before, and honestly, people are still talking about them months afterwards. So I really think they do impact the school and impact the students.
I think that teenagers are at an age where they want to experiment with a lot of different things, and so it's important to get that message into them before they start, you know, using drugs and alcohol, because, I mean, we don't want them to, but, you know, people do things, and so I think it's important to, you know, get the message across when they're young instead of when it's too late.
The students are very dedicated and take their job very seriously, and we've been very fortunate to have a really active group that often only happens in high schools when they have had the loss of somebody as a result of this. And, you know, touch wood, so far we've been very fortunate, and hopefully part of that is as a result of the actions that we take to educate and to engage and to impress upon people the importance of making better choices to choose not to drive impaired.
I think so many students are involved because it is the #1 killer of teens, like automotive accidents, and they're usually always preventable. So if we can get the message out to even like one student and save their life in something like this, I think it's really important to us that we take a role in this.
I decided to become involved in OSED because I feel very strongly about the subject. I think probably the background motivation is having an older brother who died a couple of years ago, not as a result of impaired driving, but that was simply luck. He was a very heavy drinker, ultimately died of cancer, but I could never save him, so let's make a difference where we can.
MSS is holding an auto show in the spring. We stopped by for the official announcement.
And this year, we're creating the MSS Auto Show. So basically, we are bringing cars from the local 5 Midland dealerships here, and we're hosting a show.
Yeah, May 25th, 26th, we're having a first outdoor auto show at MSS. I came up with the idea last year with some kids in my business class. They want to do something cool, and I thought, yeah, I like cars, kids like cars. Why not do something that'll get the whole school involved and something interesting to have at a Midland Secondary School.
So the location, believe it or not, it's actually going to be on our field. And what's going to happen is we're going to be putting all the cars on the side past this field, and rain or shine, this will run. You're going to have a bunch of tents for all the cars to be under. And each company will be bringing 5 or 6 their cool cars, some demos, models, stuff that hasn't even been created yet, for you guys to come out and see and look at, touch, all that fun stuff.
5 dealers bring up brand new cars up to the dealers, up to the school. We're also going to have pink slips. They're going to have a classic car show on Friday evening, where we're going to have an event where we give a trophy to the winner of a classic car show. During the afternoon, we're going to have the whole school get out there, take a look at the brand new cars. We're going to have NASCAR here. We're going to have a driving simulator here. for Friday and Saturday. We're going to have a whole bunch of different other events.
The goal of this auto club is to get all of you guys involved, like I said, and also you guys will get a ton of community hours as you guys will be helping out. It's actually a lot of work, believe it or not, and so it'll be all nice to get as many people as we can involved. It's less work for me. And the really cool thing about having this here is we're having the Ford drive one for your school. So this means that every test drive that you drive a Ford vehicle, Ford will donate $20 to our school for you guys. This is all for you. And so what we're going to do with that money is we're going to put it towards technology advancement in our school. So that means a lot more cooler stuff for you guys to play around with.
It's nice that the dealerships are buying right into this. They're happy. They like to see the youth get involved into the automotive industry. They're donating a lot of stuff. They're looking at providing the kids, I guess it's for advertisement purposes, but with nice jackets to advertise the event for the next couple of months and show and train them on the products when it gets time to get ready to present the show.
And so we need you guys to join the club because it's a lot of work. And this is the first year that we've done this club, so that means we can put our stamp on it, make it unique to us. We don't have to follow anything anyone else has done. So if you guys want to put in your ideas, your creativity, everyone has skills to offer for this.
Oh, I can't wait. I love this.